community along with demand in terms of fueling growth strategies?
Yeah, so companies should not be losing sight of brand and should be making investments in brand. And we could say this till we're blue in the face. It's hard to measure. It is, and companies will give up on investments in brand, like very, very quickly. And the companies that are investing in brand are objectively winning. We have some research. We did put out a report from Trust Radius that I'll link out to in the chat here. But it's essentially the story is when companies are evaluating products, they are and they're creating a short list. 66% of those people are basically choosing their short list based upon if it's in their brain an established or leading product. So like if you can associate your brand with as like top of category, you are going to win, and you're going to win on these short lists that these people buying software are going to create. And so I brand and how people feel about your brand is incredibly important. It's important for us as Pavilion. We are nothing without the community that is comprised of Pavilion. And so this is incredibly important for us, is to maintain like that transparency in our brand, that the idea that Pavilion is here to help people grow their careers and level up as professionals. And if you don't have a unique position as a brand and you have not established this is what we do to as far as outcomes for you as a professional, and make that professional feel that you're selling to, make them feel something outside of, oh, they're just like some tool that does this. No, you want to elicit an emotional response, and how you get that to that emotional response is really the tough part. But the investment can be incredibly valuable, and it's all about just like putting yourself in the shoes of your buyer and looking at the products that they consume, how they consume information. Just do all your research as you possibly can to understand who these people are, where they get their information. So like, for example, for us, a lot of our members are on LinkedIn. I would say almost 100% of them are on LinkedIn. A lot of them are very active on LinkedIn and building personal brands on LinkedIn. So what are we going to do as a brand? We're really going to double down on LinkedIn. We're going to double down on the channel. If you're selling tech, right? If you're selling software that for developers, maybe you double down on Reddit engagement and like contributing to like the community there, or Quora, or there's always gonna be different channels, but those little touch points can establish like, this brand was a helper to me. This brand was you want to think about how people think about your brand. So like, we are a guide, you are a helper, you are an aid. Like you just gotta think about how people might elicit that emotional response and go from there.
That's awesome advice,